Devlin DiFrancesco. He's with Kev.
Came up, yeah, I heard you on the radio right after because it looked like you were in position to advance to the second round for the second time in your young career. What were you missing? Let's look at it from that standpoint, but I think you're making good progress. What's going well?
You know, we were actually we're struggling quite a bit this morning with various different things, and we really made a few things better for qualifying. Quite happy with it now, just to miss it by that much. I think we still missed a little bit, but we seem to be making progress each session. What
is that challenge like when you come to a race weekend where there are two practices and you don't roll off the truck well? How do you get it figured out without going too far in the wrong direction?
You just got to get your head down and, you know, keep working at it. You know, either you're P1 or you're P15. You know, it's a similar process at the end of the day. You know, we have a great team of people around us, and we just got to, you know, keep digging and finding things that work for us.
All right, thanks, Devin.
Joseph Newgarden chatting with Tim Cindric and his engineer Luke Mason, and boy, we saw Benjamin Peterson spin right in front of you. I mean, how much did that distract your lap and take away from what would have been a quick lap?
I had to pit, you know, it's like, because I had 2 laps of fuel, which is pretty much what everyone's going to do, and I did an okay first lap. I was going for it, but, you know, at this point, I can't blow through here in a yellow and go quicker, otherwise I'm going to get a penalty. So, you know, I backed off a little bit there, and then I decided to pit because I don't know that I can really go quicker on the whole lap. I mean, I lost so much just to start it that, you know, it seemed irrelevant at that point. So it was unfortunate because that was the lap to really put it together. I don't know what to say on that one. It's just bad timing again. You know, what are you going to do? I mean, it's not anybody's fault outside of Benjamin's, but we're just wrong place, wrong time.
Kind of don't know what to say about qualifying at all this year. I mean, it kind of seems like this has been all little sorts of things like this have been happening.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go back and, like, you know, be mad at anybody or even myself. It's just bad timing. You know, you can't predict that stuff. I thought our gap was good. I mean, if he doesn't spin, we're in an okay position. But I thought our car felt really good with Snap-on and Team Chevy. So let's see what we can do tomorrow.
Yeah, he walked up on the timing stand and just...
Let's find out if Simon Pagenaud has any ideas. It's so tight. You've been looking at data and talking with people. What are you seeing? What are you missing to just get that a little bit more?
Well, for us, we met traffic on the fast lap, so, you know, it's quite unfortunate. Unfortunately, the rules, the others did everything they could, but we're just in a bad spot on the track. And, yeah, I got disturbed through 7, 8, 9, 10. But even with that, I don't think we just don't have it this weekend. It's just not competitive enough to probably transfer. So it's a bit disappointed for sure. We worked hard. The handling feels good, but we're just missing a tick.
Okay, thank you, Simon. And remember, Colton missed the first practice session today, so they've kind of been playing catch-up, so no chance to go out on the alternates. What are you dealing with? Where are you at right now as you prepare for race day from further back than you'd prefer?
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty loose, but pretty sure we started 14th last year, right?
Great point. Are you expecting a similar race like last year? Can you come from 14th if it's dry?
Did in Long Beach.
You are really good.
I have a 100% win record from 14th that I need to keep hold of. So, no, we just missed it. You know, I think not running the reds definitely hurt a little bit, but we've kind of been chasing it in practice too, and then a little bit in qualifying. We made it better for sure. So, just a little bit off the ball. But yeah, it seems like our arch nemesis is these qualifying sessions. So we need to get on top of it. I don't even remember last time I made a fast 6. So.
All right, thank you, Colton. He is.
Session, I heard you say coming to pit road, just too hard to drive. In what way, Scott?
We just missed the balance completely, unfortunately. The Odyssey Better Chevy felt pretty good all day. Just, yeah, I don't know. We changed a little bit after practice too, and not crazy, just a little smidgen here and there, and you just missed the ballpark. And a track like this, you just can't do it. So, yeah, anyway, that is what it is.
Could this be another example, Scott, of how weather sensitive this racetrack is? It seems to change drastically throughout a weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure maybe a little bit of sprinkles did something, but it wasn't crazy. It's just tight. Like, IndyCar is just so hard, and that's why you love it when things go good, but you hate it when things go bad. And yeah, it was just we just missed it, and unfortunately, when you miss it by a little bit, you're just too far off. So. We'll work hard. We've got a great team behind us, CC3s, Odyssey Battery. We'll come through to the front.
Is this a good time to remind you that in August you started 16th and finished 4th?
Yeah. So I got 3 spots to go. Yeah, cheers.
Scott. Kevin.
Callum Island and the Hunkos Hongler team also trying to diagnose some things. Started 7th, finished 8th here in the May race last year. What are you dealing with this year?
I wish I could tell you. Look, we've been trying lots of stuff since P1, and we're just not in the right direction yet. Not easy. Again, we've tried so much stuff to try and make it work, and we're missing something. We put the car into a good balance window, but I mean, I think it was like, 7/10 maybe to the front, maybe more. Not easy. But again, the race is a different story. Maybe we have some mixed conditions. See what we can do.
All right, thank you, Callum. And also a note, I think it's made it a little more challenging for the team. Their technical director, Yves Touran, has not been available most of this season, at least at the racetrack. We'll see him back hopefully really soon, but that's made it a little bit more challenging to continue to make the progress they'd like to see. Starting position, where have you guys made some progress this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're always, traditionally pretty solid here, but the boys have, engineering staff and all the guys have done a great job just getting our cars into a better window, and obviously Christian and Jack have done a wonderful job all week, or all day, I guess, one day. But, for us to close the gap like that to them was pretty good. I've been struggling a lot more with the rear of my car than they have, but I'm bummed. I'm not going to lie to you, Kev. Like, I was on one that was a 3.0 or so, so to not, I don't know, I guess I lost it at 9, but, man, is this not the most competitive motorsport in the world? I mean, when you're talking like earlier today, 0.2 was the difference between 2nd and 15th. It's unbelievable, and you can't miss a beat. But we got a good starting spot for the 5th third bank car.
A weekend like this, does it transfer over to the Indianapolis 500 as well? The start of the season has not gone the way you liked. Is this going to maybe get a little giddy up to everybody?
Well, that's more of it, right? Obviously, from a track to track, no, it doesn't translate. But I think from a morale standpoint, confidence in the team and everything else, undoubtedly this is a good place for us to start and a good place for us to be. We're at the sharp end, we're with a lot of good guys, and we'll be able to go to battle.
Thanks, Grant.
Marcus Ericsson misses out on the Firestone Fast 6 by just under 3/100ths of a second. When it's that close, Marcus, does it make it more frustrating?
Yeah, in a way, for sure. I mean, it's always frustrating to be the first one out, and then when it's only a couple of hundreds, it stings a bit, but at the same time, we have to look at ourselves. I think we did a good qualifying. The team has done a good job with the car. We've improved our package a lot here for me compared to previously, and I've always struggled on this track. So 7th for me is still a really, really good result today. So I'm disappointed to miss out by that much, but still happy with our performance today.
You mentioned the goals, and coming into the season, you said we need to qualify better. So overall, you don't make the Fast 6 today, but are you happy with the progress you've made in 23 on that front?
No, for sure. I think we've made huge improvements in qualifying. We've been on the front row in Long Beach. We were P4 in St. Pete, and Barber, we had those hundreds on our, against us, and we were 13th. But again today, 7th. We've definitely made a step there in qualifying, and we've worked extremely hard, both the team and myself, on that area. So that's encouraging for the rest of the season.
If the championship leader will start 7th tomorrow.
In position 12. Marty?
Yeah, chatting with Dave Faustino now, and I heard you say on the run before that, Will, check something. Did you maybe damage the car or something, or what was that?
No, I just tried a different gear in turn 7 to see, like, we're so far off. So, yeah, I mean, that was everything I had. I screwed the first lap up, so we're probably still going to be 12th, though. We're missing, like, I would say a half a second.
What's going on with that, Will? Seems like the other two cars as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the car doesn't feel that bad. It doesn't. Like, I felt in practice we were pretty good, kind of hanging out in the top 10. So, yeah, never P1 material, but, yeah, we'll just have to dig deep tomorrow. We've had some pretty good races, so, see if we can get the Verizon car up there. And got a new Chevy engine this week, so got plenty of horsepower. And see what we can do.
You just have to go back one race. Remember Barber, Kev, I think podium.
Yeah, Will Power has done really good work the last year and a half on just salvaging what was available. Alexander Rossi starting from 10th. Where you feel like you're at? What more might have been available first in qualifying before we talk about the race?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, unfortunately. We just haven't quite been able to unlock this car to the level that we need for qualifying. We're just perpetually seemingly qualifying in 12th through 10th, which is getting frustrating. But yeah, you just got to keep working at it. It's hard on these quick weekends. It's hard when you only have so many bites at it. But we're close. We just haven't quite found the tuning tweak that I guess I need.
Thank you, Alexander. Diff, we're about ready to go.
Christian, we were just talking about this a second ago. When you came in the track this morning, did you honestly expect this was a possibility?
Yes and no. This 45 Hy-Vee Honda has just been fast all day. I mean, I was hoping for this, but honestly, I wasn't quite expecting it, so it's awesome to be here now.
You talked about on the radio, what a day to be in America. What has this American experience been like for you?
It's actually something I started saying before Barber, so I've kept on going. Every time I've been in the car, I've told the team it's a great day to be in America. And here we go. It's the first NTT pole of the year, so here you go.
So we asked you about the mustache earlier. Now are you even more confident now that you're on the pole for tomorrow's race?
Definitely. I mean, now we have a shot at it. We're leading the field to green, so that's where we want to be, so we just got to stay there for the rest of the race.
So when we talked about it earlier, you said, I swear we're doing nothing different. Is it literally the same and it just all of a sudden the car has woken up, or what's gone on this weekend?
I don't know. I mean, the car, every time we come here to the IMS, at least this way, we've been quick. So coming into this year, I was confident. The last time I drove on this track, I finished second. I was second in both practice sessions this morning, so I wanted to up at one, and I did.
Finally got one spot better, which means you get that award. The NTT P1 award goes to Christian Lundgaard. Kevin?
Felix Rosenqvist was 0.03 of a second away from his third pole here on the road course at Indianapolis. How do you take this away? What was missing, or that's pretty good, starting on the front row?
Yeah, I think our McLaren cars are just super good. A big thanks to Smart Stop and all our partners for rolling off good all day. You know, Pato and Rossi were always up there all day as well. So it just came down to nailing a lap at the end. And I don't know, I made a mistake in the last, like in the snake, just a little wobble there. I just went for it. I was like, all or nothing, and I had a little wobble and kind of set the car up in a bad way for 10. But hey, big congrats to Christian. Scandinavian front row, that's always cool. Honestly, I've been on a pole here a couple of times, so it's never really worked out. So maybe P2 is the way to go. Get a toe into turn 1 tomorrow.
So what's going to be different in the race? As you said, you haven't gotten that ultimate result here with good starts. What do you need to do to turn that around?
Well, I think the race has always been, the thing. I think last year we kind of turned around the car a bit here for a race, and we were pretty strong. We had some other issues, but I think we need to find something in the race just to keep the tires underneath us a little bit. Like, we're really good at switching them on, but we need to make them last a stint. But I think we've done our homework, and we should be better than ever here.
Well done. Felix Rosenqvist on the front row tomorrow at Indy.